What is up, F and true followers, wrestling fans, and members of the YWC? I'm JC Styles here with the F and brand of wrestling and entertainment here on YouTube.com with the Monday Night Raw review for January 14, 2013. We start off the 20th anniversary of Monday Night Raw with Vince McMahon. Vince comes out, welcomes all of us, all the fans and viewers watching at home to Monday Night Raw, then starts handling his business, brings out the Big Show, and discusses what happened on this past Friday night with him losing the World Heavyweight title to Alberto Del Rio, and talks to the Big Show about this. Big Show says that he wants something done. He wants Del Rio to be stripped of the world title, and says that he wasn't ready for a title defense on SmackDown. Then Alberto Del Rio comes out and basically starts defending his case and saying that how can you not be ready? You're a monster. You're big. You're a giant, and just really furthering the altercation. And then they talked about the rematch that they'll have, and Big Show wants to have his rematch, like I stated on my SmackDown review, that they will probably have the rematch at the Royal Rumble. We then, to close out the segment, we then see an advertisement for later in the night, Dolph Ziggler versus John Cena inside a steel cage for the main event. We then see moments throughout the night from the past 20 years of Monday Night Raw shown throughout the night. We move into Wade Barrett defeating Randy Orton. This was a solid, good match. They actually got to finish the end of this match. We didn't see the Shield intervene in this match. It was a solid, good match. These guys, whenever they they work so well together. When these guys get in the ring, I think that they really, showcase their talents against one another, because especially with Wade Barrett's new gimmick with the bare knuckle fighter that he is. These guys, it was a brawl. These guys had a really good match, good solid showing, and it made for good TV. We then see Dr. Shelby return, and we see Kane and Daniel Bryan forego a kind of like a checkup, to see where they're at since they formed the tag team, since they last saw Dr. Shelby. And then Damian Sandow and Cody Rhodes were brought into the mix as well. And then Sandow was running down Dr. Shelby. Dr. Shelby got upset and told Kane and Daniel Bryan to jump Rhodes Scholars. Yeah, that was a pretty entertaining segment, I have to say. I thought it was pretty good. We then see Kane pick up the win over Sandow. We then see Mick Foley introduced as the first member of the class of 2013 WWE Hall of Fame. Shields tries to run in and attack Foley. Ryback comes out and tries to make the save, and he gets overrun. And then we see Orton come out and attempt to do the same. Then Sheamus runs out as backup, and they clean house. We then see Josh Matthews interview Ryback, and Ryback states what he wants. He wants the Shield. He wants his revenge. He wants to give the Shield every little bit of a beating that they gave to him over the last several months. We then move into the Divas Championship match. We see Caitlyn defeat Eve and pick up the Divas Championship. Then moments later, Eve says that she quits the WWE, and there is reasons behind the reason why she's leaving. She actually is officially done with the company for right now. I think her contract was up today, or was up tonight, or is up sometime this week, and she has not renewed it. And I did a video on that, so head on over to the channel and watch that. We then move into Brodus Clay sitting backstage with Josh Matthews and talks about, they show a video clip of what CM Punk said about Brodus Clay last week. We then move into CM Punk versus Brodus Clay. Now, this was a pretty good match as well. These guys were the first time that these guys actually got in the ring to face one another, and it was actually a solid match. I thought it was going to be like one of those matches where we're going to see, CM Punk come out and just overrun Brodus, but it was actually pretty good back and forth action. We saw CM Punk did pick up the win over Brodus Clay. We then see Foley backstage talking with his kids on the phone. The Rock comes up and congrats on being inducted into the Hall of Fame. There's still no news on who's going to induct Foley. I would assume that it would be one of his best friends, The Rock, or maybe Terry Funk, or another legend that has worked with Mick Foley over the years. We then see them interact with one another, which led to Vicky Guerrero interrupting them, and she tells them to shut up. And basically, Foley was shocked that The Rock just stood there and didn't say anything. And then Rock says, just wait until later into the night. She'll get what she's got coming to her. And exactly, she did that as well. She got exactly what she deserved. We then go into a match that I didn't really see fit in this show. A over the top rope challenge featuring three man band and Sheamus. Well, the three man band actually beat Sheamus. I'm just gonna run down. They win. They celebrate. Sheamus runs in. Bro kicks them all. We then move into a Miz Flair Miz TV segment. This was pretty funny and entertaining as well. We had the first Woo really off. We saw the two, work very well together. We saw past moments of Raw catchphrases, etc., gimmicks over the last 20 years of Raw. And just as they're getting ready to close out the segment, Cesaro comes out, adds more heat, runs down Ric Flair, runs down The Miz in his show. And then this winds up going into a quick little brawl. And then we see Ric Flair and The Miz basically knee drop and elbow drop their coats, their suit coats, in the middle of the ring. We then go into Daniel Bryan picking up the win over Cody Rhodes. Another good match. Was very quick though. Some of the night did feel a little bit rushed because they wanted to get that final segment. We then move into the steel cage match, which was phenomenal. I thought it was pretty good. This was probably the match of the night. We did see Big E Langston intervene. We did see AJ attempt to get involved while she scales the cage. John Cena did defeat Dolph Ziggler. Then we move into the Rock concert, the match, the moment of the night everyone wanted to see. Rock did his thing. He laid it down. He did his Rock concert. He sang a couple of songs, and he basically put Vicky Guerrero in her place, called her a biatch, called her dressed as like a hooker, and it was really fun. It was classic and vintage Rock. Not to steal a line from Michael Cole because I don't want to do that, but it was a very good night on Raw. A good segment. Then Rock calls out CM Punk, and then Punk comes out, and Rock says, you want to run numbers, you want to run statistics, let's run these numbers. In 14 days, I'm going to beat you at the Royal Rumble for the WWE Championship. And he goes, if you don't like it, you can come do something about it. CM Punk rushes the ring, and there was just a big brawl. It got split up by the security and some of the WWE backstage staff. And it was a real intense moment to end the night, and I really like to see what they're planning on doing with this. And hopefully we'll see The Rock again on Friday Night SmackDown, even though that they didn't advertise it. So guys, for that being said, I'm JC Styles of the Effing Brand of Wrestling and Entertainment here on YouTube.com. Please leave your comments in the comment box below. Let me know your thoughts and what you thought of Monday Night Raw. With that being said, have a good night, and I'll catch you later.